Well, thank you, Steve. And as he mentioned, we'll have those stories later on here on Fox 10. Let's go ahead and talk about your forecast right now. And just a reminder, it is a great time to go ahead, download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with the forecast. We do have these forecast videos up here for you. Plus, also you can track along with radar and also our built-in 6-hour futurecast. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm tracking out there. Really taking the big picture across the southeast. You can start to see some of those showers, those storms that we experienced earlier, now beginning to push into portions of Georgia. If you look towards that pink coloration, for really further off towards southeast Alabama and central Georgia, the pink, that's going to be that severe thunderstorm watch that's in place. We really didn't see many of those for our viewing area. We just had Georgia and Greene counties in Mississippi included in that earlier, since allowed for that to expire. Now we are starting to see a lot of those showers and storms beginning to kick out of here. Things improving out there. We're looking a lot better. Still some active showers and storms just closer towards portions of the Florida Panhandle. Some light rain still falling closer towards Point Clear, portions of Fairhope up into Loxley in Baldwin County. And then as we take a look towards Crestview, that's going to be the most isolated thunderstorm that we have right now. Just starting to see some of that lightning beginning to pick up and some heavy downpours. Be cautious in case you're going to be traveling along I-10 on the Florida side anytime soon. But timing things out in our futurecast, here we are getting rid of all of that rain beginning to push out of here. Still some pop-up showers and storms possible just on the back end of it. But then as we get further along into this evening, we are still looking at a second round for some of those showers and storms to begin moving through, really beginning to ramp up closer towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock. But we still could start to see some of those moving in just a little bit earlier than that. And then we'll start to see more of that beginning to fizzle out later on for tonight. Now taking a live view outside from our Navigator Credit Union camera at the battleship, there's peaks of blue skies out there. It looks nice. Calm for right now, again, until expecting more of those showers and storms later on this evening. Temperatures not straying too far away, feeling like the lower 80s. But as we do get further along into the rest of this evening, we will start to see those temperatures resting in the upper 70s by 8 and 9 o'clock. But again, more of those showers and storms possible later on tonight. I'll talk more about your forecast and what I'm tracking. That's coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Jen, thank you. Yeah, I was having to go out on my story today, and I was like trying to catch it when it wasn't raining, and then it would like rain, stop, rain again. It's like, okay, we're just gonna have to make a break for it.
That's exactly right. And here we are on Studio 10, and the tower on the top of us, it got struck by lightning. So a couple of our monitors went out during it. You heard the loud crash. Luckily, break right now, but more on the way later on.
Okay, keep us posted on that. For now, it's your story time, and we want to go to Shirley Hallman's picture she sent in to us because it is absolutely superb. This is just after sunrise in Foley, she says.
I love the colors. That's one thing that I'm always really enjoy about some of these sunrise and sunset photos is just the differences. This one's almost those light pastels. You get some sun rays in it.
Yeah, that Foley, like Baldwin County, there's a lot of beautiful places for like just open skies and fields and land and all the agriculture over there. So I love driving there when it's sunset time through that area. So beautiful. So thank you for sending that one in. That's gorgeous.
I did that last week. Just drove through Fairhope area at sunset and just relaxed. Music going, Dixie out the window.
Windows down, I'm sure.
Exactly. It was great. Well, also this next one is going to be from Milton Riddlemeyer, one of our regulars here. Sunrise on Lake Shelby in Gulf State Park down in Gulf Shores.
Oh, Milton, thank you always for sending the most beautiful pictures ever. You really live like where people pay so much to vacation.
Yep.
That's a beautiful shot there, just a beautiful area that we live in here on the Gulf Coast, and I love when people just appreciate it and take these gorgeous pictures and send to us.
Every day in paradise and some calm water too.
All right, Billy sends us this now from Fowl River in Coden.
See it?
What is that?
It's a gator.
Oh.
It's a gator.
I
looked at these before, that's why.
I see it peeking through.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you know we got gators around this area. Always scary to see them up close like this. Do not get too close because they are dangerous, obviously. But yeah, we got the gators.
We got them. We got them in full force. Sometimes our director Amber, she'll always look around our Daphne camera, and if she'll point it back, she can sometimes find the alligators there at it's not
across the Bayway.
Yeah, it's
in Daphne area.
Yeah, what is it called? Gator Boardwalk. I think that's it. Gator Boardwalk, Alligator Boardwalk. Yeah, so it's right there, 98 and I-10. As soon as you get into Daphne, always quite a few there. But fitting name.
Yes, we loved to try to spot them when I was young and we'd be going to the beach. We'd be like, my dad, look out the window, you might see an alligator in that same spot. And usually we would catch one.
Or I'll see them on the Bayway, driving into work.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially if it's stop and go like it's been
Yes.
lately. You just look over, oh, there's one.
There's a
I'll be
gator.
on the phone with my mom. Oh, I see an alligator. Well, here is the next one from Gail Rose. And just mainly talking about the circle of light that appears around the sun being a halo. And specifically this one, a 22-degree halo.
Yeah, she explains it in her little, you can kind of type out what the picture is, and she goes into great detail about these and of course explains what you guys do as meteorologists here and talking about what causes these halos. So very, very pretty shot there. I like to see the halos and the rays of sun.
Right, and so this one's refraction. There's ice crystals way up high in our atmosphere that's helping with some of the cloud cover out there. So it's mainly what is causing some of that. So got to keep in mind how cold it is up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's so hot down here.
I was about to say, what are ice crystals? That's unthinkable right now.
Right?
Yeah, so Gail, very knowledgeable about what's going
Beautiful.
on, and we thank you for sending in your picture and explaining it in great detail. Very, very pretty shot.
Now, also, this next one is from Nubia Laurel. Look, we're familiar with what those are.
Yep. Water spout.
Yep, that was trying to form over Navarre Beach. That was earlier this morning, just a little bit before 10 a.m. Thank you, Nubia, for sending that in, because then afterwards I was able to mention on Studio 10 that we're getting some reports of those water spouts. And so we always say ground truth, eyes on the ground. That's the best thing anyone can send us. So your photos of anything like this, specifically that water spout here for today, great addition. So thank you.
Absolutely. So stay safe when you do it, but if you do have severe weather that's in your area, hailstorms or things like that, send a picture to us on the Fox 10 TV or weather app, our news or weather app. Both are great tools and just have an easy way for you to upload those videos and pictures.
I mean, we share everything. Dog pictures, food pictures, weather pictures. We want it all. You name it. Well, coming up, we have more Fox 10 Live on the way.
And today is Tasty Tuesday.
Yay! I'm excited about this one. We're getting it all set up.
Sweet treat.
Sweet treat. We'll have more on that and your weather updates coming up after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back in. Kentucky's Department of Fish and Wildlife responds to a home in the southeast part of the state after a bear falls through the ceiling.
Yeah, so it happened last Wednesday. According to the Fish and Wildlife Department, the bear climbed a ladder and squeezed through an opening into an attic and then fell through the ceiling.
Yeah, a game warden and a sheriff's deputy were able to chase the bear through an open door and out of the home. But this is so scary because you're thinking like, hey, I'm safe inside. I lock my doors. You know, I make sure that I don't leave it open for bears to come in. And hello, they just get in anyways by falling through the roof.
Sounds like a Florida story almost.
Yeah, it does.
So Saraland folks, keep that in mind. Keep ladders away from the roof, or at least keep an eye on it. But in that case, wow, at least it was a bear too. I mean, anyone could have gotten in that way.
I don't know what's worse. Yeah.
I know.
A robber or a bear?
I think I'd take the bear.
Yeah, I think so, probably true. All right, staying with our animal theme here, the pilot called it a wildlife situation on the plane's intercom, and yeah, that's the truth.
A Delta flight was delayed Saturday after 2 wild pigeons tried to stow away on the Minneapolis to Madison flight.
Oh my gosh, the video there of him trying to catch it. Look, oh wow, so close. That's the passenger Tom Call. No, Call, bird. That's hilarious.
Right.
Passenger Tom Call caught video of some of the chaos.
Fitting. He captured video of a passenger trying to catch the second pigeon in a jacket.
That's what you're seeing right there on your screen. It all started with baggage handlers getting called to remove the first bird from the plane's cabin.
The second bird then emerged after the plane left the gate and was preparing for takeoff.
No. Call said it was strutting up the aisle. Someone tried to grab it and it went flying back and forth in the cabin.
The pilot asked controllers for permission to return to the gate.
Call says at the gate, another baggage handler came on board and safely removed the bird.
The flight arrived about an hour later than scheduled. I could totally just imagine being in a situation. We got the one bird. Yeah. We're going.
Yeah.
We're free. And then you start to hear the little cuckoo.
No.
Pigeon.
It's like, well, you got one more. Got to get that one before we can leave. I know that'd be so frustrating. There's so many
Yeah.
things when you're at an airport, you're flying, there's delays, there's all the different variables. And you're like, birds? Really? Just part of it, I guess.
It's a story you'll always have to tell, though.
True. All right, you can now call Hong Kong's first locally born giant pandas by their names.
Yes, so meet Jia Jia and De De.
Yeah, they're some of the newest inhabitants at Ocean Park, and they are named thanks to suggestions in a naming contest that drew more than 35,000 entries.
The Chinese character Jia from the female cub's name carries a message of support and features an element of family and grace.
Day from the male cub's name means to succeed, which carries the connotation that Hong Kong succeeds in everything.
The cubs' parents arrived at Ocean Park from mainland China last year. Absolutely adorable.
That's one animal I wouldn't mind, coming on the plane with me or falling through my ceiling.
Right, yeah. I'll take that one in the ceiling for sure. You can just laugh about it a little bit. Just Jason Smith will dive more into your forecast coming up later on Fox 10 News at 4 and 5 o'clock.
In the kitchen now with our Tasty Tuesday of the day, and we're always just looking at the stores and different places we go, restaurants, Cracker Barrel, gas station, whatever, to find something that looks wacky, unique, different, maybe kind of gross to try here on Tasty
I'll pass
Tuesday.
normally on the gross ones.
Yeah,
but
usually we don't want that one. This one looks pretty good. Dr. Bombay, never heard of it. Ice cream, baked blueberry muffin flavor.
I'm excited to try it. It is different because I feel like whenever I shop for ice creams, I always go for the typical brands that I'm used to. To my producer, Braden, where did you pick up this one? What store? Walmart. There you go.
So it has it looks almost like grape jelly in it. I don't know if you can see that on my spoon. But yeah, so we're gonna
I had a nice offering of blueberry in mine. Sometimes they always have with these pieces in it, and you get so many bites. I'm like, I haven't gotten any yet.
It smells good. It says cinnamon sugar ice cream with crunchy streusel pieces and blueberry jam swirls. Okay, so that's the blueberry that we're seeing there. How's it taste?
Very good. I have a story. I'm gonna have to get this for my sister. Even when she was elementary age, she still always loved blueberry baby food. If you had it,
Okay.
this is what it tastes like. It's not bad. It's good. But also, I guess it's more just like the canned blueberry topping. If you've ever had it for like cheesecake, you can add it on. That's what this tastes like. So it's good. If you love that flavor, this is fantastic. I would not say that it's fresh blueberry. It's more of the canned jarred blueberry.
This is delicious though. I'm been a little under the weather and I'm getting over it, so I can't fully taste, but what I can taste, I'm liking. I love blueberry. I just got something like crunchy. I love crunchy stuff into my ice cream, so I like it so far.
I think it's great, and the ice cream is almost kind of cinnamony. So I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, me too. This is definitely a good choice.
I'm gonna buy this for my sister now.
Yeah, do it for your sister. They have some peanut butter and jelly flavor too in this kind. So,
But they couldn't try it today because I'm allergic to peanut butters.
I didn't want to do that to you.
No,
Jen.
y'all can do it on a day when I'm not here.
All right, so this is 2 thumbs up from both of us. Very good, very tasty. If you try it, let us know if you like it. But yeah, we recommend.
Like it. Very good. More Fox 10 Live is on the way after this.
We're already debating about our question tomorrow of the day. We're going to have a question of the day tomorrow on Wednesdays, as we always do on our social media pages. And this one, like last week's, is really causing a lot of people to discuss.
Because you have one answer and you're like, wait a minute, let me rethink that. So a lot goes into it. We're excited to see what you have to say heading into tomorrow.
All right, look out for the question of the day tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.